Devils versus Carolina at home, and the Islanders at home versus Toronto. AccuWeather, mostly sunny, still cold, not as harsh this afternoon as yesterday, a high of 28. Wednesday's time is 12:01. That's time for traffic and transit. We say good afternoon to Bill Powers.
Good afternoon, drivers. Westbound side of the LIE, we are dealing with delays leaving Nassau and heading into Queens. An accident on the ramp to the northbound Cross Island Parkway is causing a big delay for you. A lot of rubbernecking delays on the eastbound trip of the LIE. Use the Grand Central. You will be glad you did. Elsewhere, if you're going to be cruising in Queens, seeing some delays on the Van Wyck, pretty much as usual, from around Liberty Avenue, taking you up in towards Hillside Avenue. Overall, Belt Parkway's really been cooperating all day, and right now we are still in very good shape, pretty much from end to end. We are seeing delays for you, though, on BQE, eastbound side as you head on up in towards Atlantic Avenue. Same deal on the westbound side. Earlier accident cleared. Here's what you need to know about your bridges and tunnels. GW Bridge. That's going to cost you, we're going to call it about 10 minutes on the outbound ride. Heading into town, you're okay. Lincoln's quiet. Holland's about 5 to 10. You've got a car that conked out over at the Queens Midtown Tunnel heading into Queens, causing some hassles for you. And it looks like overall we are in fairly good shape over at the 59th Street Bridge. Although now we're getting reports of an accident trying to get into Queens as well on the upper deck of the 59th Street Bridge. This report brought to you by Security Dodge. I'm Bill Powers. Next report, 12:11 on 1010 Wins.
This is Michelle Scalisi from Security Dodge, and how about New Year, new Jeep or Ram? Come get some. Come get some at our Start Something New sales event. Shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com and come get some.
It's our city against the killers. Mayor Adams' reaction to last night's news of the murder of a New York City police officer and the critical wounding of another. And the mayor has ordered all flags in New York City to be flown at half-staff. The officers were responding to a domestic violence call on West 135th Street in Harlem last night. 22-year-old officer, a rookie officer, Jason Rivera, was killed. 27-year-old officer Wilbert Mora is in critical condition. The suspect, 47-year-old LaShawn McNeil, also in critical condition. Mayor Adams last night at Harlem Hospital.
I wanted everyone to be here to understand. It is our city against the killers. It is our city against the killers. This was just not an attack on 3 brave officers. This was an attack on the city of New York.
1010 Wins reporter Carol DiOria now with more on the police officer who was killed.
22-year-old rookie cop Jason Rivera wrote in a letter to the police academy said he wanted to join the NYPD to make a difference, to help improve the relations between the police department and the community it serves. He was doing just that, answering a domestic call when he was shot and killed. The city now mourns him. A second officer, Wilbert Mora, is in very critical condition. So is the suspect, LaShawn McNeil. James Essex, the police chief of detectives, says O'Neill has a very long criminal record.
Our perpetrator is LaShawn McNeil. He's a male, 47 years old. He has one prior arrest in New York City for a felony conviction of narcotics in 2003, in which he is on probation for.
He has 4 other arrests in South Carolina and Pennsylvania.
I am not sure what words, if any, will carry the weight of this moment and what we are feeling. We have 4 times this month rushed to the scene of NYPD officers shot by violent criminals in possession of deadly, illegal guns.
She called the slain cop a hero, a son, a husband, and a friend. A third police officer was uninjured. He is believed to be the one who shot and wounded the suspect. Carol DeOria, 1010 Wins, outside Harlem Hospital.
The call from local and state officials continues. Get illegal guns off the street. Here's Governor Hochul.
This breaks our hearts all over the state, and this has happened with far too much frequency. It is something that, our hearts and prayers are with the families and the members of the NYPD, but also it's a resounding call to action.
5 NYPD officers have been shot so far this year, 4 in the past week. The spike in gun violence is not just here, but around the country.
As of January 21st, more than 2,400 people in the U.S. have died from gun violence, 24% higher than last year. This increase also includes more children and more teenagers shot, and 17 police officers in the U.S. have been shot in the line of duty already this year.
And that report from correspondent Phil Lipoff. AccuWeather calling for mostly sunny and cold conditions this afternoon. Not quite as cold as yesterday, a high of 28. Tonight, getting down to 22. Tomorrow, clouds and sun, not quite as cold, a high of 34. Monday, pretty much the same, little chillier, high of 31. Then Tuesday, cloudy and breezy, a bit of snow, or snow mixed with a little rain late or at night, and a high of 40. We have 19 degrees right now in Midtown, again going up to a high later on today of about 28. Wins News Time, 12:06. One of the week's other tragic stories, the shooting of an 11-month-old baby girl who should have been celebrating her first birthday yesterday. She remains in the hospital after being shot in the face while sitting in a car with her mother in the Bedford Park section of the Bronx. The first weeks of Mayor Adams' administration have been marred by continuing gun violence in the city, and he spoke at a vigil for baby Catherine.
You are going to see me on the front line. And there's something that I believe people are missing. They're missing the coordination, the unprecedented coordination between all levels of government, our borough president, our DA, our congressperson, our state senator, our councilperson, our district leaders. We have united around this issue of ridding our communities of the overproliferation of guns.
Police continue the search for suspects. They're saying publicly that they've only gotten a couple of tips. Neither was credible. Wins News Time, 12:07. Now to the latest on COVID. Locally, some cautiously optimistic numbers. COVID-19 hospitalizations in the Northeast are down by about 11% after reaching a peak a week ago. Out of town, as New Yorkers would put it, not so optimistic. Hospitalization numbers up about 15% in the West and by about 6% in the South. CDC is releasing new data to make the case for Americans to get the COVID booster.
A study confirming a third shot cuts the risk of landing in the ER or urgent care by 94% when it comes to the Delta variant and 82% for Omicron. Another study showing if you are completely unvaccinated, you're 14 times more likely to be infected and 53 times more likely to die compared to people who are boosted.
Correspondent Zoreen Shah. Wins News Time, 12:08. Meanwhile, at the Museum of Natural History, anti-vaxxers being let out of the museum after refusing to leave Wednesday afternoon. Police say the group refused to leave as the staff tried to close up for the day. The museum had refused to let them in without vaccination proof. Police asked them to leave. Group members refused and were arrested. Meanwhile, in Washington today, an anti-vaccine rally scheduled for the nation's capital. Among those scheduled to speak, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the son of the late New York Senator Bobby Kennedy. Wins News Time, 12:09. Traffic and AccuWeather up next.
Balance of Nature is fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
I had no energy. For months and months and months, I had no energy, and I'm a very active person. And my husband was noticing that I was tired all the time, and I was slow at everything that I was doing. And I kept listening to the commercials, and you don't know if something's going to help you or not. But I decided this was something I was going to do. And lo and behold, in about 4 days to taking them, I was repotting plants, I was doing other things. My husband said to me, "You seem to have more energy." And I said, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." And I'm telling you, nothing has ever made such a difference. So anyway, I'm very happy.
Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code New York.
Are you stuck in a timeshare you want out of? Tired of wasting thousands of dollars a year on maintenance fees and mortgage payments? Call now to get a free consultation and discover how to legally cancel your timeshare. The professionals at the Titan Exit Group are timeshare termination experts. In fact, they are so confident they can get you released from your timeshare, they offer a 100% money-back guarantee. If your timeshare is not canceled, you owe nothing. There's nothing to lose but the headaches and payments. Call the Titan Exit Group for your free consultation now. 800-200-0894. That's 800-200-0894. The call is free. The information is free, so don't wait. Call 800-200-0894. The Titan Exit Group has 100% 5-star ratings with the Better Business Bureau. You can trust you'll get the best exit options in the first free call. Call now. 800-200-0894.
Wins News Time is 12:11. That's time for traffic and transit once again with Bill Powers.
And if you're traveling in Manhattan, we've got all kinds of issues for you if you're going to be on the FDR Drive. It's road work causing delays in both directions. The road work is actually right around the 70s, around 72nd Street. But, man, you've got some pretty heavy delays in both directions. You can use an avenue. West side of town might be a better option for you as well. Looks like if you're traveling in the Bronx, got some pretty heavy traffic on the westbound side of the Cross Bronx Expressway now. Looks like it's from just before the Bronx River Parkway, taking you up in towards 3rd Avenue. I'm not seeing any accidents or incidents that's causing this, but you definitely are sitting in a bit of traffic for yourself. We've got some heavy traffic right now as you try to come off of the LIE onto the northbound Cross Island Parkway with an accident. That's going to be in Queens. Lots of eastbound delays into the area, so stick with the Grand Central Parkway instead. Here's what you need to know about your bridges and tunnels. GW Bridge, outbound side. We're going to call it about a 5 to 10 minute wait for you. Lincoln is very quiet. Looks like it's going to cost you about 10 minutes heading into town. Outbound side appears to be okay. Saturday parking rules, they are in effect citywide for today. I'm Bill Powers. Next report, 12:21 on 1010 Wins.
Thank you, Bill. This day's got sunny and cold written all over it. Let's get the 4-day forecast now from AccuWeather's John Fearick.
We have plenty of sun out there for today. Certainly that sun not doing a whole lot of work. Still a cold day. Highs only in the upper 20s to near 30. Although it's not as harsh. The wind certainly a lot less today. Tonight partly cloudy. Not as cold down to 22. Clouds, some sun tomorrow. We're back up to 34, so feeling a little bit better. Then we can see a few flurries tomorrow night. Monday, cold with clouds and sun to high 31. And then another weak little storm system could bring a rain or snow shower Tuesday afternoon and evening. We're up near 40 behind that. Windy and colder again as we head into Wednesday. Right now in Central Park, 25 with sunshine, going up to 28 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist John Fearick on New York's weather station, 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time, 12:13. Up next, remembering a beloved New York athlete.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Are you getting all the benefits you need? If you have Medicare, you may now be able to get new benefits. Benefits may include eyeglasses, wellness visits, gym membership, meal delivery, and hearing aids with low copay. To find out which benefits you qualify for and to find out if you're getting the benefits that you deserve, you need to call Best Medcare. Our licensed insurance agents can look up your current benefits and tell you what additional benefits are available to you. It's easy, just one call. Tell us the deductibles you prefer, the doctors you want to see, and if you want prescription drug coverage. The service is free and you have no obligation. You may even find plans with 0 monthly plan premiums, 0 copays on many services, and 0 deductibles. You deserve every medical care coverage benefit out there, and we'll help you get them. Call 800-431-6905. 800-431-6905. That's 800-431-6905. And let Best Medcare do the work for you.
You've always dreamt of living on the water one day. Well, that day has arrived. The River Spring Living Community, independent living, assisted living, and the famed Hebrew home are right on the banks of the magical Hudson River. Just minutes from Manhattan and Riverdale. The apartments, the services, the people, the food, and all those breathtaking views are amazing. Log on to riverspringliving.org. That's riverspringliving.org. River Spring Living in Riverdale. Call them at 917-277-3769. That's 917-277-3769.
More than 200,000 people on Long Island don't have food to eat or a place to live. With a network of soup kitchens, emergency shelters, and long-term housing across Nassau and Suffolk counties, the INN, Interfaith Nutrition Network, serves 300,000 hungry and homeless Long Islanders each year with dignity, respect, and love. For more information on how you can get involved, call 516-486-8506 or visit the-inn.org. That's the-inn.org.
With news time, 12:15. Overseas, talks have wrapped in Geneva between Secretary of State Antony Blinken and his Russian counterpart about Ukraine. Word is that Russia has announced more military drills in the region. Correspondent Patrick Reevell is on the ground in Ukraine.
We just go back